ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Big Talk with Bruce Dickey here on Wabash Catch TV. Appreciate y'all tuning in today. We're going to have a lot of fun today. I've got Derek and Bailey here, and I've got the umpire down there. How many games you getting now? As many as you want, I suspect. Right?
Yeah, more than I want, probably. That just tells you the best ability is availability, because I am not good. But there's a shortage of umpires, so they just keep throwing me out there. So I guess I'm better than nothing.
Well, you're doing a good job though, from what I've seen. But do you do any fall games, by the way?
Not as many, but I've done more this fall than normal, just for what I mentioned.
I mean, with up here in this neighborhood with fall baseball, you're about the only place in the state that has fall baseball.
Right.
And I figured you could probably stay.
Yeah, I've done quite a few, and then the spring I do even more. So.
Oh, I imagine.
Yeah.
Joel Hackney is here, ladies and gentlemen. He is the Flora. He's probably wearing the superintendent hat today.
Yes.
And we are going to talk today about the Appleknocker Festival coming up Saturday, the 28th. It's coming up this Saturday, and we'll get to that here in just a few minutes with Derek and with Joel. But before we do that, let's tell you a little bit about a few things going on in our area and around. Actually, this is my only new show until like Thursday this week, so I'm going to tell you events for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. See whatever I can come up with, I'm going to tell you about for this week. As over in Salem tonight on Monday from 6 to 7 o'clock this evening, it's the Marion County Genealogical and Historical Society. They are hosting a meeting, as I say, at 6 p.m. Vern Henney, a veteran and a member of the Salem American Legion Postal 128, will speak about his recent honor flight to Washington, D.C. The public always invited to all programs. You can go there and listen to Vern talking about flying. I know that those honor flight things, I think one of my best friend's parents, he went with his dad on the honor flight last week or week before last. Went to Washington, D.C., saw the World War II memorial and all kinds of different stuff. He is a Korean veteran, so that was pretty cool for him. So that'd be fun. You can go to the Genealogical Society meeting. Also,
have you been to DC?
Have I been to DC? I've been to DC once. I've been around it. I was around it last month. I was in DC for about 150 feet last month.
Was it all you dreamed of before? Yeah.
I kind of drove through where you have the diamond at the bottom. The interstate goes into DC as I was driving to Baltimore from Virginia Beach, and I hit DC for 150 feet.
So we had a flight that was delayed, and we were in DC, and my daughter, or we took the kids to see the monuments, because we had like 24 hours, the flight got canceled. So we went milling around town, and we went to the Korean War memorial, and my daughter found my grandpa's statue.
No kidding.
It's not really a statue, but she said, that looks like Grandpa Kessler right there, because he was a Korean War. But it was just funny how her mind worked that Grandpa's going to have a statue. By gosh.
Well, now that is cool.
Because there's like maybe 20 statues that they have. It's a really cool memorial.
I haven't been to the Korean. Well, I haven't been to any memorials. I went to the Smithsonian and I was there.
Right, but it was a really cool memorial. But I wanted the kids to see it, and we were talking about how Grandpa Kessler was a veteran, and she was dead set that she found the one that was Grandpa Kessler. So we went with it. We're that is
great.
Took a picture of her by it.
It's a memory she'll never forget. Grandpa Kessler. Through the years, she'll tell stories of how Grandpa told me he posed for that.
right.
He spent hours with the sculptor.
Yeah, Grandpa could fabricate a story and make that. Yeah, make her believe that too. Yeah,
that's cool. That's outstanding. Oh, that's cool. Well, all right. Well, what else going on this week? On Tuesday, that's September 24th, it is Family Fun at the library over in Centralia. Get ready for some family fun. Each month, they have a different themed craft and activity for everyone of all ages. September's theme is harvesting, and they will be making beaded harvest corn as their main craft. Other games and activities that will be available soon. They'll let you know. Bring the whole family for an hour of fun. It is every 2-month event. Bi-monthly. Okay, I asked the other people here, and I'm not sure. Is bi-monthly every 2 months, or is bi-monthly twice a month?
That'd be every
I would say it's every 2 months.
'Cause
Because if you get paid
bi-weekly is every
bi-weekly,
2
you get
weeks.
paid every 2 weeks.
Bi-weekly's 2 weeks, so bi-monthly.
I think
Biannual
it's
or every 2 years.
I think it's every 2 months.
Okay, I didn't know.
I think they would say twice a month otherwise.
Twice monthly.
Well, if it was 2 times a month, it'd be twice a month. So bi-monthly,
Right.
I think, is every other month.
Okay, all right, well, I just.
We may be steering everybody wrong. You may be asking the wrong people.
Don't mark your calendars for October 8th or whatever. So, yeah, just try for Tuesday, September 24th. They'll have games and activities. The event happens in their youth area of the library's second floor. That is accessible by elevator as well as by stairs. Over in Effingham on Tuesday, it is the Birth to 5 mobile office are having their hours. I don't know how often they have that. 9:30 to 11:30. Join Birth to 5 Region 3 to learn more about early childhood education, care, and family resources in Effingham County. This is free children's books. They're giving away free children's books, so you can't go wrong with free children's books. What else is going on this week on Wednesday up in Effingham? Over in Centralia again. It is a story. What in the world? Story time. Did you hear that?
I did.
Just making sure that I'm not
Dragging a
losing
desk
my
around.
mind. They might be dragging
coming
a
in.
desk around. Sorry about that. The over at the Centralia Regional Library, story time. Raise your children to be lifelong readers by bringing them to story time at the library. The theme for this one fits with the show, boys. It's apples.
Oh.
Miss Rita will be reading Little Mouse and the Big Red Apple by A.H. Benjamin and Apples, Apples Everywhere by Robin Kuntz. Story time is held in the Discovery Room in the library's second floor, accessible also via elevator and stairs. You boys familiar with either of those books?
I am not.
No, but I could have used that program as a kid because I try to be a reader,
Yeah.
and I'm just not I'm not a
heavy reader,
diehard heavy reader. I try to be, but
I used to read 5 or 6 books a year, and now I'm probably down to about 3 or 4. It's just, you get out of the habit. You're looking at your tablet at night rather than reading
Yeah,
right.
a book. You probably have to read a ton.
I read when I have to, yes. Now, to read for pleasure, that requires sitting still for way longer than
Yeah.
I typically do. So,
It's a habit you lose, a habit you get into. You might come back into the habit as you get more time.
I think a new event at Appleknocker should be Derek dressing up, reading Apples, Apples Everywhere. I mean,
I love the thought. Apples, apples everywhere. You
I don't know
it's got
what
a
the
good
costume's
plot.
gonna be. Maybe
Listen
Johnny
to the
Appleseed.
title, you know the plot's going to be great.
dress up like Johnny Appleseed, reading Apples, Apples
That'd be
Everywhere.
good.
I mean, I can see it. It's gonna
All
take
right.
off.
We're just spitballing
That's
here,
right.
ladies and
Something
gentlemen.
to think about.
It's something to think about for Saturday the 28th. We'll see if we get that done.
Find a
Yeah, anybody got a Johnny Appleseed costume?
cooking pot that cooks in my head,
There
or
you
fits in
go.
my head, or whatever.
One other thing going on this week on Wednesday up in Effingham. This is kind of, I don't know, have you guys had your homecoming yet, Dr. Hackney?
No, it is October 10th, if that's the Friday.
So
it's
it's
that
a
weekend.
week after, I know you're playing on the 5th.
11th might be
in
the-
Fairfield.
Yeah.
The 11th is the Friday.
Yeah, so it'd be 11th of our homecoming game, and the 12th would be the dance.
And when's the parade? Or do you have parade?
Be
Parade's
that
usually Wednesday, so it'd be that.
They're doing. I didn't know how you did it because the Effingham parade is Wednesday of this week. Effingham homecoming parade steps off at 6:00. Parade participants line up on 2nd Street, travel west down Jefferson Avenue, turn south onto Mulberry. And that's a fundraiser for fish, whatever that is. How long is the parade for Flores High School? Where does it go?
Basically just like, I don't even
Same
know.
as the Halloween parade.
Pretty much. I mean, obviously, the amount of participants in the parade is smaller, but it has
Yeah.
a very similar route to that.
Yeah.
So,
So down North Street, I guess.
down East West North Avenue, Main Street. So,
East, West, North. That is the.
depends on which side of town you're on. It's east until you get to the stop
Yes,
sign.
it does. I've always been confused about that. It's easily confusing. But
Wait till you go to Clay City. Have you seen addresses in Clay City?
I have been to Clay
They'll-
City.
they'll have
I've
a-
never,
they'll have
I've
a-
never paid attention to addresses other than the main drag.
They divided it in quadrants, so it's northwest, southwest, northeast, southeast.
Yeah.
And so like you'll have the same address, and then it'll
In different-
and when I
different parts of town.
Right. Whenever I went to go deliver appliances, I'd be in the wrong quadrant, and I have to go back over. It takes a little bit to get used to.
I suspect it would.
But once you think about it, it kind of makes sense. It's like,
It does. Well, it does make a little bit of, I guess. What else going on today, ladies and gentlemen? This is National Snack Stick Day. If you're gonna have snack sticks, I like the one up there wrapped in crescent rolls. That's pretty.
It's like
good.
a snack stick in a blanket.
It really is.
I've never seen that.
On September 23rd, National Snack Stick Day encourages you to pack your pockets, backpacks, and desk drawers with yummy snack sticks so folks can celebrate. Primarily made of beef or pork, snack sticks harken back to the days when families preserved quantities of beef, pork, and game. Full of family tradition, they made sausage through smoking and aging, developed generation after generation. The recipes use premium ingredients and an abundance of love. There's some more opportunities for snack sticks.
There's a snack stick kebab.
Those are kind of with the little kebabs with the tomatoes there and the cheese. How often do you eat snack sticks?
Well, if deer sticks count, I like the deer sticks.
Yeah.
Well, now you're talking about the summer sausage that you cut
Slim
out.
Well, that too, but you can get them. It's like the deer sticks. Like
Okay, I never eat. I haven't eaten a deer stick in my life. How about you?
Oh yeah,
That's
those are good.
Now, I don't know. It's a pack in your pocket. Like, I don't know that I've ever walked around with snack sticks that I just pull out of my pocket and eat. Although, I mean,
the best way, and this actually is perfect. What you have here is perfect for them. The little shish kebab sticks, like you were talking about. Drop that thing in a Bloody Mary. There
Okay.
you go.
Okay.
Yeah. If you enjoy, or it doesn't have to be a Bloody Mary. Drop it in tomato juice, and it's tremendous.
I didn't know there was a day, but I could go for snack stick day. That's all right.
It is today, this Monday, the 23rd. You bet. Snack stick. Well, that might be up your alley. The next one is up my alley,
Okay.
as this is also Great American Pot Pie Day.
Oh, yeah.
I love pot pie.
Chicken pot pie's got to be the best.
It is the best. Cooks up a tasty meal. Warm up your home with a toasty meal of pot pies and just celebrate. Pot pies typically include both a flaky top crust as well as a bottom crust. Occasionally recipes do omit the bottom crust. Either way, by golly, fill them with tender chicken, beef or pork, turkey, all kinds of things. Lots of vegetables for a hearty meal. Some other delicious fillings, like I say, include turkey or seafood. Traditional veggies include potatoes, carrots, green beans, and peas. You got to have just about all four of those.
Seafood.
Well, it's kind of like, lobster Newburg. See, now there's a problem with this pot pie. That is way too dry.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
The first one looked amazing.
My
this
mom-
first one looks really good.
Oh, man.
My mom never
looks
made
solid.
pot pie as a kid.
Oh, we had
Never.
lots of pot pies.
Like she
yeah.
made a lot of the classic stuff.
Like what?
I have breaded tenderloins and that
Oh,
kind of
yeah.
stuff. But we never did. We
I've
never did
always
the
asked,
pot pie.
if people whenever we talk about pot pie, my mom always, she would make corn pone pie. Have you ever had corn pone pie?
Never heard of
What's
it.
the pone part?
It's basically corn meat or corn meal on top. You're basically making it's cornmeal about a half an inch thick on top of chili mac beef type of mixture type of thing.
Sounds good.
Corn pone pie. Yeah, that's
That's where it's at.
That's where it's at. Now, there's no bottom crust on corn pie, but you don't need it with the top because you've got half an inch of cornmeal, cornbread. basically,
Sounds good.
on top. Yeah,
Absolutely.
So there, ladies and gentlemen, National Pot Pie Day. Guess who started? This is not going to be a surprise at all.
Banquet.
2002, started by Marie Callender.
Oh, Marie.
Oh,
I was like banquet. Those little frozen ones.
Yeah,
Those are pretty good.
Yeah,
Little
Marie
banquet.
Callender's are solid pot pies. Yeah, I got no issue. And I feel bad whenever I do go to like a Sam's Club or a Costco. I walk out with the big 2-pound pot pie every time. It's just you can't.
Right?
You can't avoid it.
Right?
Especially if it's a sample at Sam's.
That's right.
Then you get whatever that sample is.
Yeah, it's they sell you right into that. What else going on today? This is a good historical day. National Checkers Day, Dogs in Politics Day. This is it recognizes political pooches and candidate canines, first Fidos, and Revolutionary Rovers. More dogs than presidents have lived in the White House. While this day marks the day in history that Checkers the dog stole the spotlight, many other powerful pooches found their way to center stage. While President Carter was winning the election, his first dog was being born. The Border Collie lived with the first family a short time just only. But here is the picture of Checkers. There's President Nixon with Checkers as this date commemorates the day that the Checkers speech was made, as Dick Nixon was about to be kicked off the ticket, and he did a speech talking about how his daughter gave him a dog and America fell in love with Richard Nixon.
Huh.
You boys remember
Just stuff
that.
you don't learn in school. Right here.
See, now tell the school guy that you're not learning that in school. And then you have President Obama there with his Portuguese water dogs. I don't remember his name. It's the dog's name.
Barack?
It was Barack. That's right. It was Barack. It is Barack, I presume. That's correct. You remember Joe Biden's dog? Commander is
Okay.
Joe Biden's dog, and they've had to send him back to Delaware. He keeps biting the Secret Service.
Huh.
He's bitten Secret Service agents twice. I guess you can get one free bite. The second time they send you back home. So this is National Checkers Day again, commemorating the date that Richard Nixon gave the famous Checkers speech to keep himself on Ike's ticket. What else is going on today? What do you want to see on television? We have high school volleyball tonight, folks. It is NCOE at Wayne City. That's going to be at 6 o'clock on Channel 100. The Mount Vernon Rams will be in Salem on Catch TV. That's Channel 98. That's also at 6 o'clock. Major League Baseball tonight. The Cubs are in Philadelphia. Javier Assad versus Aaron Nola on Marquee. That's at 5:40 tonight, Channel 597. 8:40 tonight, the Diamondbacks host the Giants. That's on MLB Network, Channel 599. It'll be Hayden Birdsong versus Eduardo Rodriguez. And then finally, doubleheader. How about that? 2 football games. On at the same time, though. That doesn't make sense. But,
No, it doesn't.
Nearly the same time. At 6:30 tonight, Jacksonville is at Buffalo. That's on ESPN Channel 601. And then ABC will have the Commanders versus the Bengals at 7:15. But all that coming up. But what we have here, Derek Bailey is here, Joel Hackney is here. We are going to talk about the FAF, Flora Academic Foundation Appleknocker Festival coming up. We'll do that all right after these words. Do stick around.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LeMansOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
At Clay City Banking Company, we're all on the same team, regardless of zip code. At home, work, school, or across the country, you can be part of our team with our cutting-edge mobile banking products. From your hand, you can check balances, transfer money, make deposits, and pay bills. Looking for a loan? We've got you covered with our mortgage, agriculture, commercial, and consumer loans. Join our team today. Clay City, Flora, Louisville, and Fairfield Banking Companies. We're the hometown banks, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
Briscoe Surplus Sales on the northeast edge of Flora is your one-stop do-it-all shop. Looking for rugged boots and footwear from great brands like Lacrosse, Rocky, and Carolina? They're there. How about top-notch small engine parts and service? Briscoe Surplus Sales has it. Whether you're wiring your switches or switching your wiring, Briscoe Surplus Sales has the solution and the know-how to help you get the job done right the first time. Briscoe Surplus Sales, your one-stop do-it-all shop.
It is all things new at Zimdar's Heating, Air Conditioning, and Appliance Repair. We have a new line of heating and cooling equipment and new technicians. Our new equipment line offers 24 months free financing and excellent warranty coverage. Our experienced service technicians can provide you with quality service and repairs on all brands of HVAC equipment. Zimdar's has been serving Clay County and the surrounding areas for over 23 years. The employees of Zimdars are here to help, so call local and call Zimdars.
Hello, folks. Welcome back. Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. I'm asking questions while we have the microphones off. They're giving me the answers while I turn the microphones on. That is a jerk move on my part.
It's all right.
I feel bad about that. I'm such a jerk.
Try to get past it.
Well, I appreciate that. Thank you so
We'll try and get through the rest of the interview.
Please do. You're not leaving early this time like you normally do.
I'm not.
Ladies and gentlemen, Joel has decided to be here the whole day. He usually makes, whenever he's coming on the show, he makes sure he has something else to do.
Right. I tried. Nobody else wanted me there, so I guess I'm stuck here. So
I appreciate that, Joel. I really do. Joined here by Derek Bailey and Joel Hackney. We are going to talk about the Flora Academic Foundation Appleknocker Fest. Tell me, boys, what is going on Saturday the 28th?
Appleknocker is going on. It's a great event. It's one thing that we want to make clear is it's sponsored by the Flora Academic Foundation. So we help organize it and put it on.
Right.
But actually, it's a fundraiser for all the organizations.
Yeah, it's not a fundraiser for you guys, is it?
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct. It's a fundraiser for all the organizations that are participating. So band, enrichment, then there's local churches that are involved. There's local organizations that are involved, and so they raise funds that way through that, and it's a great fundraiser for them.
How long have you been involved, Doc, in the Appleknocker Festival?
Oh, gosh. Well, it was going on when I was a student in school. That was about 100 years ago, probably.
Yeah.
Maybe not quite. So I think we've determined that Appleknocker has been going on and going strong for over 40 years. Like, we're probably just over the 40-year mark. So obviously, this is my 12th year back here. So, this might be my 12th year working with the Academic Foundation and working with Appleknocker. So, like Darius said, it's just a great day, just a great opportunity to come out and bring your family and get some good food and some games. And
Did you know what all was involved whenever you were participating as a student? Did you have any idea, a clue, what all was involved? And you just knew you were going to go and have food.
Great food and games, yeah. And I think that's, we've said this before, but I think that's, something that we need to continue to thank the Academic Foundation for. They spend countless hours, volunteer their time, resources to organize all the events that they put on and all the scholarships that are given out. And Appleknocker is just one of those examples of all the things that the Academic Foundation does. And again, that's the way they want it. They do the work behind the scenes to raise the money for the school district, to put on the event for the community, to put the scholarships out there for the students, to give them opportunities. And so, no, it's one of those where it's kind of like a wedding, Bruce. Like, you just show up and everything just happens, but you don't know all the things that go on behind it. Well, the Academic Foundation are the ones that are putting the planning and the time.
That's the coolest part about a wedding, is that you don't have to deal with the issues of the party or anything.
Right.
You just basically are showing up, because whenever you are dealing with that, you realize that.
And I think just even outside the Academic Foundation, our maintenance and custodial staff do a fantastic job of getting things ready. Maureen Tolliver does kind of the organizing, the back and forth, coordinating everything with Derek and the board, and we usually have student council workers that are out there that are helping set up. So there's, takes a village to get it up and going.
Does.
But we plan it to the point that when they show up to time for start, everything's rolling and it just goes off like clockwork, and all the hard work behind it.
Do either of you know how it started? What's the history of it? It started back in
It started in-
1983, but who decided, let's have a festival and bring in other people to try to help raise funds for them?
Actually, Floyd Henson, who's the junior high is named after him. But it was kind of his idea to come up to something a fundraiser that raises funds for the organizations that maybe don't get that money, like like the sports teams often do.
Yeah.
So groups like the band, groups like the Scholastic Bowl team, the enrichment programs, they have basically anything academic, which kind of fits with the name.
What was Mr. Henson? What did he teach? Was he a
I'm not sure what he taught.
He was superintendent for years. I don't know what he taught.
I didn't know. See, back then, he probably didn't even have a specialty.
Right.
I guess.
I know he was superintendent for, gosh, I want to say maybe 17, 18,
Yeah.
19 years, somewhere around there.
Yeah.
So.
And that's one thing that continues is there's a really strong bond between FAF and the school district. They work hand in hand with a lot of the programs, and always Joel's always willing to be generous with any help, the setting up, the organization of it. Maureen's working on it today. She called me and had some questions, and so just they're very, very involved with it.
Let's talk a little bit more about the academic foundation part of it. How many folks are on that board? How many folks take an active participation? We'll talk more about that next month, certainly before your radiothon. But
Right.
But what's typical? How many people are involved in this in the Appleknocker setting this thing?
Right now we're at 17 members. We just added 3 more. We 3 new members: Josh Brinkley, Josh Woods, and Matt Conklin. They all 3 just joined, and so this will be their first Appleknocker on that board. But there's 17 currently, and so they'll all be there. It's kind of an all hands on deck that
Sure.
day, just
Sure.
to relaying tickets, because everything is ticket based. So you go to the ticket booth, you buy the tickets, and then you pay for either the activities or the food throughout the day.
Tell you what, let's do. We're going to take a quick break, and we are going to come back. We are going to go over some of the details of Appleknocker Fest, because it's an all-day thing. It's an all-day thing, but you don't have to be there all day, right?
No,
Come and
but
go.
it's a come and go kind of thing. But
Come and go kind of thing.
9:30 to 2:30.
9:30 to 2:30. We're going to talk about that when we return here on Big Talk with Bruce Dickey, along with Joel Hackney and Derek Bailey. Back after these.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LaMonsOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
Residents of the Clay County and surrounding area have relied on Clay County State Bank for sound professional service for over 100 years. With convenient lobby and drive-up hours, we are ready to serve you Monday through Saturday. We appreciate all who bank with us, and we look forward to the opportunity of working with anyone who is looking for a community bank to help with their financial needs. Give us a call at 665-3314, visit us online, or stop by and see us on the square in Louisville to experience our friendly personal service.
For service beyond the surface, call Carter Trucking in Fairfield. Carter's trucks are ready to haul your big freight and grain. So whatever you call Jeremy Carter, the Mucho Mulcho Man, the driveway doctor, the gravel guru, the pothole pirate, the rockin' redneck, the smooth operator, the mudhole master, or the happy hauler, just call him. 842-2022 to haul your big freight, grain, and more with trucks from Carter Trucking, Williamson Drive in Fairfield.
Having car trouble, need a tow, or just some routine maintenance? Butcher Automotive in Louisville has you covered. Locally owned and operated, Butcher Automotive offers complete vehicle repair services along with tire sales and wheel alignment. They're your local Hankook tire and interstate battery dealer. Butcher Automotive offers free local pickup and delivery so your car can be repaired while you're at work or at home. Butcher strives to treat everyone's vehicle as their own. At Butcher Automotive, they don't want you to give them your business, they want to earn it. Hey folks, welcome back to Big Talk with Bruce Dickey here on Wabash Catch TV. We are talking about the FAF Appleknocker Festival set for September 28th. There is, I gotta guess that there is no rain date for this, is there?
There's not. We hope that the weather's not too cantankerous that day, but we've been lucky in the past. I mean, there's been times where the weather forecast just look horrible, look like it's going to be a washout or whatever. I think there's only been one time in the last 12 years that I've been here, so I'm probably going to jinx it. So whenever we have bad weather, you can just play this clip
Roll
right
on
here
wood.
and say he's to blame. There's only one time I can remember we were almost done, and we just had to quickly get everything outside in,
Yeah.
and just kind of people kind of scattered. But other than
And
that,
that was probably while it was still over
high school. Yes.
at the high school.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. So there's been times where it's been 65. There's times there's been 95. So
Right.
we don't necessarily know what the temperature is going to be on the last Saturday in September. But rain wise, and I haven't. It's way too far out. to look right now.
You've been keeping your eye off of it.
Yes,
huh?
for right now.
I have been looking.
And
It's supposed to be very pleasant.
okay,
Knocking wood again. It's.
I'm ready for a cool off. It's got to be coming.
But well, what I dropped.
hockey stick went down.
The hockey stick fell.
It's all right.
Oh, I'll put it back up here at the break. Yeah, I've been kind of paying attention because I've got football games to do,
Right.
that kind of business. So yeah, you're looking at a cool down.
I like it.
Well, it's supposed to be in the mid 80s all this week, but then you're looking probably 70s. That's a gorgeous day.
That's beautiful.
Those score boxes probably get hot this time of year, don't they?
I can tell you stories.
They're going to
Derek.
be hot.
Yeah, some of them are hotter. Well, they get all that glass. You got all that glass. You get the sun coming in, and yeah, it does. Especially Flora, facing the south.
Oh,
like
yeah.
that.
Yeah, I could see that.
Yeah, facing the south. But I'm not beefing. That's a new score box. I'm not absolutely nothing. But okay, tell me a little bit about the schedule of it. Here's what the Appleknocker Fest looks like all day long, 9:30 to 2:30 at the Flora Elementary School. Free entertainment, great food, fun, and games. Pedal tractor pull. Boy, that's a nice deal.
Yes, the
They're going to give away a trophy.
the young leaders do that. I think they kind of do they keep a record throughout the day, and kind of whoever breaks the record as the day goes on, kind of thing. I don't know.
Okay, so if I have like a child that's a beast, that would be,
Right. Well, I think there
you want
might
to come
be
toward the end of the day.
some classification. Right. Let him go at the end and
Know what you got to beat. Right.
Right.
Some classes. Okay, I like that. Yeah,
But,
classes of the pedal pull. That's
Joe
pretty-
Goodman, young leaders, they do a great job with that. That's a pretty cool setup that they've got. Starting the day off with the color guard and national anthem. That's the Shooting Stars drill team.
Tell me about the Shooting Stars. That's the nationally recognized drill team, right?
They are out of Clay County. They kind of pull from the area. They're all local kids, and they do a great job. And they work on that. They work a routine all through the year, and they go to competitions and,
Well, that's
and
the
other presentations.
thing. This is not. They're not just putting something together for this. They work on this thing all year long.
Right.
And they have different routines, and it's going to be. It's going to be good.
Yep.
Absolutely.
They always do a good job, and then they also run booths during the day for game booths. They have prizes, and they really Ruthie Welty is the one that kind of heads that up, and she's from here from in Louisville, and they always put together a great presentation, and then great with the games too.
Who are some of the performers going on that day? Do you have? I see Randy Irwin. Tell me about Randy Irwin.
Randy Irwin is actually he's known for his yodeling abilities. He's kind of like a cowboy type.
Can you give a
type
demo?
thing. He's got I can't, but I think you'd really enjoy it, Bruce.
I love it.
I think you'd like it.
I
He's
love
actually,
the thought.
Remember the movie Open Range? There's that
Sure.
the animated movie. He was actually like a big voiceover for that, and so we're bringing in big talent.
That is talent.
And so
Can we work a yodeling part into him yodeling while you are reading Apples, Apples Everywhere dressed
that
up
would
with
be
Johnny
good.
Appleseed?
Have a yodel off.
Yodel. Yodel off. I'm not sure if that's a term, but
I
it is now.
love the thought.
A yodel off.
I love the thought of it. Yeah, I gotta wonder though, Joel. We need to work on this thing for him reading the book. If you're in an apple costume and your arms are basically like this, well, he needs somebody up there to turn the pages.
I think so.
for him.
I mean, I think he's, yeah. That would make it even better to have a page turner.
Yeah.
Yes.
You need a page turner.
The yodeling guy can be your page turner.
I love the
He'd
thought.
appreciate that. I think.
Yeah,
I think you'd
I love
appreciate
it.
that.
Mr. Ethan Stober is going to be performing the band. Tell me about the band. Is this going to be?
He's the high school band. Yep.
He's the high school.
band. Okay.
He's the band director, and so the high school band's going to
He's
perform.
brand new, isn't he? Or
Yeah,
last
he came middle of the year last year, and
Yeah.
then has taken over this year as the
His
main-
first year at
yep.
the helm. Yeah.
Oh, okay, and they'll probably play, what, a half a dozen songs, or what?
Yeah, they'll play for half an hour or so.
Half an hour? All right. Tell me about the Dazzle Dance and Tumble, or am I pronouncing that incorrectly?
You got it.
We are. So Dazzle and Power and Grace are both two tumbling organizations out of Flora, and they put on a
Speaking of
performance.
nationally recognized, they've been to all kinds
absolutely.
of
Both-
events and stuff.
Both groups are
They've both
hugely
done very
successful.
well.
Right.
A lot of national champions in those groups.
So they'll be, how, are they both performing, or just that one, or?
They both are. They put Dazzle will be in the morning. It'll be about an hour. They do an hour performance, and then you've got Randy Irwin for about an hour, and then you've got Power and Grace
coming at 1:20.
They kind of close it out.
Okay, well, now this is cool. All this is free. You can just walk in.
The entertainment is free, yes.
The entertainment is free.
And then you buy tickets. Tickets are 50 cents a piece.
Okay.
And so you can buy as many tickets as you like, and then everything that requires payment requires a ticket.
Well, yeah, I mean, but this is for the food, and how many different
Right.
food vendors do we have coming this year?
We actually got a pretty good variety of food. We've got so in Richmond they do taco in a bag. That's always popular with kids.
Oh, yeah.
Kids love that. They the FFA is doing pork burgers and lemon shake-ups. You got Xenia Christ United Church. They're doing pulled pork barbecue.
So and that's
Hot
one
dogs.
That's one of the things you do, Derek, is you try to make sure that whoever is coming has a different food from somebody
Yes.
else, right?
Right. Everybody gets kind of exclusive to whatever they're serving.
Well, that makes a ton of sense. Okay, you've got the Xenia Church coming in. You said who else?
They do pulled pork. They did really well with that last year, and it was
chicken
really
pot
good.
pie day. Somebody bringing in chicken pot pie.
Not that I know of.
That might be a hard booth to do, but that would be awesome if there was
Wouldn't
a
that be
pot pie booth.
awesome?
Yes.
Yeah.
We've got, and then we've got like desserts. We've got Tropical Snow's going to be there. We've got the Honor Society, or not National Honor Society, the Student Council. They're going to be doing apple, like caramel apples.
Ooh.
We've got.
Kind of get you into the mood for
Appleknocker.
Kind of get you
for
in
the
a fall.
Appleknocker as well as a fall mood.
I know the band. They're doing iced coffee. So there's a good variety of things.
Where did we get the name Appleknocker, by the way? And you mentioned that Mr. Henson started the event. How did he come up with the name?
I don't know
Appleknocker?
that for sure, but I think
Had he been to Cobden or something like that?
Oh, right.
Yeah,
I know.
the Appleknocker.
I've noticed that too. When we were down there, I noticed that's their mascot, isn't it?
That's their team.
But I think it is kind of more like like you bring your teacher an apple, or
Right.
you have an apple on their
Right.
desk. I think it's kind of more that than it is like a fall themed thing.
As an educational
As an
thing.
educational thing. That's in my mind, but that may be totally wrong.
Hey, as long as it sounds good, Derek.
I don't know what the
Yeah.
knocker has to do with
And
it.
I probably would have been 6 or 7 when this thing started.
So you don't know.
I have no idea.
Well, you think you went to the first one?
Oh,
You may have.
I may have. It's very possible.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's been a day or two ago.
Well,
so.
you remember these though as a child.
Absolutely, for sure. Yeah.
Did they ever have rides? Did you ever put rides out there?
I don't
think
remember.
they did they?
I don't think so. I think it's more been kind of what
Yeah.
it is currently instructed, where it's more hands-on, carnival type stuff.
Yeah.
But not the rides itself.
So that's cool. We're talking about the Appleknocker Festival. I've got a couple of pictures we'll show here in just a minute, and plus we're going to talk about some other things that the Flora Academic Foundation does. We'll do that all when we return here on Big Talk right after these words. Stick around.
When Justin, a local volunteer firefighter, needs one of the department's trucks serviced, he calls Cam, whose repair company keeps everything rolling. In turn, Justin helps keep Cam and all of the community safe. Together, they support each other. And Wayne White Electric Cooperative supports them and every member with safe and reliable power. It's why REMCs exist. And together, it all works.
Residents of the Clay County and surrounding area have relied on Clay County State Bank for sound professional service for over 100 years. With convenient lobby and drive-up hours, we are ready to serve you Monday through Saturday. We appreciate all who bank with us, and we look forward to the opportunity of working with anyone who is looking for a community bank to help with their financial needs. Give us a call at 665-3314, visit us online, or stop by and see us on the square in Louisville to experience our friendly personal service.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LaMonsOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
I thought I'd lost my business in that fire, but my agent was there before the flames were out. He said, together, we're going to rebuild. Our employees depended on it. My independent agent and auto owners made sure we didn't skip a beat. I mean, we didn't miss a single payroll.
For whatever lies ahead, we're always there. Auto Owners Insurance. North Wayne Insurance Agency in Flora is your local independent auto owners insurance agency.
Hello, folks. Welcome back. Big Talk with Bruce Dickey here on Wabash Catch TV. We are talking the FAF Appleknocker Festival. Derek Bailey and Joel Hackney. By the way, who's in charge of the Flora Academic Foundation Facebook and Appleknocker stuff?
Actually, Jenny, Harrell, and myself are kind of the ones that take care of that.
All right. The reason I ask is you know, whatever somebody says, the reason I'm asking
Who's to blame for this?
Who's to blame for this? I was trying to get pictures for the show.
Okay.
Right? And I go to your Facebook to try to get pictures for the show. And that's cool, there's pictures. And I'm glad. But they're all like in one spot. I mean, I could have shown 6 different pictures in the show today, but no, they're all like stuck together.
You know, I am not the most techie person, but I did do this, and and I didn't have like a good, like all-encompassing picture of Appleknocker, but I did have a lot of good individual pictures.
I like the good individual pictures.
So they have a collage feature on Facebook.
Why would you do the collage feature when you knew you were coming on this show and I needed separate pictures?
Now, Bruce, I didn't necessarily do this for you. I did this for the people who might be attending and want to know what it's about.
All right.
I'm sorry, Bruce.
That's okay. Don't worry.
It is a nice looking collage.
It is a great looking collage.
I was happy with it.
It's a great looking collage. I want to know about the beekeepers down there.
Yeah,
that is
looks like
Robin Atwood.
Yeah,
the Atwood apiary, I think is what they call it, right? Apiary?
Yeah,
sure.
Apiary.
And she actually gave a really cool demonstration on how they harvest honey and how they keep bees. They didn't have any live bees there at that time, which was
that's probably a bonus.
But she actually, it was pretty educational and it was very cool.
Who's in the dunk tank up there?
that was the CEO group last year.
Okay.
They're doing it again this year. They're doing the dunk tank where they kind of rotate.
So I can't really tell who
Teachers
they're
and members. I think CEO members.
Do they get volunteers for the dunk tank? I mean, it depends maybe on the heat of the day.
Last year, I think it was just the CEO members, but I don't know. Like,
let me rephrase this. Have they asked you to participate? Have they asked you to participate?
No, we're going to edit that out of the show here.
Let's.
I'm busy with keeping things going.
Derek in a Johnny Appleseed costume, great idea. Me in the dunk tank, not a great idea.
It'll be 65 degrees that day, too.
I was going to say, if it's an 85-degree day, it might not be a bad idea.
Those years that it's been 95, I might volunteer. But there's some mornings where it's like 48-ish when we're setting up, and that's a little chilly if you're in the morning group for the dunk tank.
Tell me what they're doing over there on the down on the bottom. Was that left hand with the hay bales?
Well, they have some bowling.
Yeah,
set
that
up
would have
there.
probably been one of the enrichment groups or one of the organizations. So that's one of the games where you can, pay a ticket and win a prize or whatever. So it looks like a
bowling setup.
Yep.
And I'm not sure if they're doing that this year because they're pretty good at changing it up, kind of keeping it fresh and keeping it interesting.
You have directly above that, you have they're practicing tumbling. I guess.
That's the tumbling. That's the performance. I think that was Dazzle on that one. But they did they do that hour performance, and that was part of it last year. Then you get the caricature artist there in the top right, and he'll be there again this year. Where
We still have to get our caricature so that we can get on Bruce's
So
wall.
we
Yeah.
paste
I
ourselves on
love
the
your
wall.
thought. I love the thought process of that. Looks like a couple, a little fireman and a little princess getting their
Right.
caricature done. So now, is the guy doing the caricatures, is that for free? Or is that,
That one is
are we
free.
buying tickets
No, that
for
one is free.
Yeah, Academic Foundation does provide that for people who come, and so it doesn't cost.
Well, now
It
that's
doesn't
fun.
cost
Is
them
he there
anything
again
to
this
have a
year?
drawing. Yeah, he's going to be there this year.
The kids probably love
Oh,
it.
there's always a good line for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of good lines, look at you got a good line here at that booth down on the bottom right-hand side. Is that a food vendor?
No, that looks like a game booth. That might have been my son's. I don't know. So we like to teach them to gamble at an early age. So, you know, the carnival game where you pick a color and then you throw a ball, and if it lands on that, you win a prize. So, yeah, I mean, and I kid you not, first year we did it, one kid goes, "I'm doubling down." I'm like, I don't even know how you know what doubling down means, but you should never,
blackjack.
you should never go to Vegas, because he just kept coming back.
he just kept hitting.
Your son maybe shouldn't go to Vegas either, because the first year, man, he was
Burning through them.
burning through
I
those tickets.
love it. I love it. See, so there you are, ladies and gentlemen. Enjoy the gambling at the Flora Academic Foundation's Appleknocker Festival. Again, let's for folks who may not be terrifically familiar, you can drive to it. You're going to be parking where? At the in the lots on the south side there of at the grade school.
Actually, the best is the football field, where the parking for the football field, there'd be
Over by the baseball diamond.
it'd be
Okay.
the southeast corner. That's where parking
About
would be.
50,
Right off East Drive.
50-yard, yeah, like 50-yard little hike to the
Yeah,
parking lot.
right.
And there's a sidewalk that runs all the way there.
So the full parking lot, the parking lot is full of activities then? pretty much,
The
or
back
close.
parking lot is. Now, there is obviously parking in the front, so there's the little lot and the big lot in front of the school. So if you happen to come early, or you happen to get there at the right time when somebody leaves, you would probably get one of those spots, but those are
Right.
prime parking areas. There was not traffic around the building, just because obviously we don't want vehicles driving around
Sure.
while people are participating in the festival. But yeah, the football field parking there and then anywhere along there, there's parking at the ball diamonds. as well.
We put can people, if somebody drives the golf carts, because people are driving golf carts
Mm-hmm.
these days, you can drive up toward the field, or will we need to stay back off back there in the parking lot area, or have we thought about that? Probably haven't thought about that.
You're talking like side-by-sides, or?
Yeah. We're nobody's gonna be cutting chogies out in the lawn,
Right.
No, yeah, just
you hope.
yeah, we don't. Yeah, we hope not. I wouldn't give anybody any ideas.
There would probably be some areas where up around the parking that you'd be able to park a side-by-side that you wouldn't be able to park a car or a
Yeah.
truck. But again, where the barricades are at, obviously side-by-sides and all that would still need to stay back of that.
And then you
Right.
take a look at this. Again, it says no pets, no skateboards, and no scooters. And there are good reasons for no pets, no skateboards,
Yes.
no scooters, aren't
Well,
there?
yeah, you
Don?
mentioned Joe Biden's dog, so we
Yeah.
don't want that. Obviously, even if it's the friendliest dog ever, you
Yeah,
get him
that's
out
right.
there in the group of people, you never know. And then
Well,
it's
you
just-
get a dog in a group of people
Right.
also with food.
Correct. Oh, yeah. And as you saw in those pictures, I mean, it gets pretty busy and pretty congested at times.
There are a lot of kids running around.
Yeah, and so, we just don't want the skateboards and the scooters and all that, and that person getting hurt or hurting somebody else or whatever. So, bring them to get you there, but then stow them away so that you can just enjoy it and walk through.
You kind of mentioned there on the schedule here, the emergency vehicles and activities. This is a climb-on activity, isn't it, those emergency vehicles?
for sure.
Tell me about that.
ESDA, they set up their vehicle. You've got the fire department gonna have a fire truck. The police usually have a car set up there for kids to kind of go through, kind of explore. Actually, the air evac, as long as they don't have a call. Last year we had the air evac helicopter come in, and he didn't get to stay long because he unfortunately had a call.
Which was cool. You get to see him take off, but
Yeah,
if you didn't get there early enough, then you didn't get to see
Did
any
you
of it.
see, did he blow
Oh, yeah.
anything away?
I blew our tent away, yeah. But
I gotta say, I would think that the air evac taking off would be pretty
but those guys,
violent to tense.
those guys are so good at just being patient, letting kids go through it, and it just you know how it is. Whenever I remember being as a kid, when
Yeah.
you get to do that kind of thing, it's like you realize that they're just people. They're not intimidating. They're not they're there to help
Well,
you.
that's the thing. As a kid, you see people in uniform, and you think, "Oh, I gotta avoid that, or that's
Right.
kind of scary." This gives folks an opportunity not to be scared of people in uniform.
Right, and feel comfortable with them.
Will fire trucks be there? What are we going to bring? You said the ESDA folks would be rescue units. What about the fire? How about
Yeah, the
Flora fire truck?
Yep, Flora Fire. They'll have a vehicle there, and then like I said, ESDA, the police department. I think they're gonna have an ambulance there as well. So there's a good amount of stuff for the kids to see.
We're going to take a quick break, wrap things up with Derek and with Joel, and we're going to talk about the good things that the Flora Academic Foundation does in the community in addition to the Appleknocker. We'll do that right after these. Please do stick around.
Fashion is our passion at Carnaby Square. We specialize in customer service and have since 1980. Our multi-generational boutique features your favorite on-trend to classic famous maker fashions, footwear, accessories, and a massive inventory at Brighton. So come, relax, explore, and elevate your look with us. Everyone is welcome, where we always wrap it, tag it, and bag it for free at Carnaby Square in downtown Fairfield.
Briscoe Surplus Sales on the northeast edge of Flora is your one-stop do-it-all shop. Looking for rugged boots and footwear from great brands like Lacrosse, Rocky, and Carolina? They're there. How about top-notch small engine parts and service? Briscoe Surplus Sales has it. Whether you're wiring your switches or switching your wiring, Briscoe Surplus Sales has the solution and the know-how to help you get the job done right the first time. Briscoe Surplus Sales, your one-stop do-it-all shop.
At Clay City Banking Company, we're all on the same team, regardless of zip code. At home, work, school, or across the country, you can be part of our team with our cutting-edge mobile banking products. From your hand, you can check balances, transfer money, make deposits, and pay bills. Looking for a loan? We've got you covered with our mortgage, agriculture, commercial, and consumer loans. Join our team today. Clay City, Flora, Louisville, and Fairfield Banking Companies. We're the hometown banks, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LeMansOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
Hello, folks. Welcome back. Big Talk with Bruce Dickey here on Wabash Catch TV. Thank you so much for joining in. We're talking about the Flora Academic Foundation Appleknocker Festival with Derek Bailey along with Dr. Joel Hackney, and it is set for September 28th. This Saturday at 9:30 to 2:30.
Correct.
A nice day. It's come and go, and see whatever entertainment you particularly enjoy. Also get whatever food you particularly enjoy, because Derek brought up all kinds of things, and lunch is coming up for us today, and he just has made us a little bit more fired up.
Absolutely.
Made us a little bit more fired up for lunch. One of the things that happened recently, and I don't think a lot of folks realize, Dr. Hackney, that the Academic Foundation does. You had a senior class at Flora. The entire class, I guess, went to the baseball stadium, and it's not just for the fun game, did it? Tell me what was going on over there.
So as you can see there, it's mentioned in Career Day, so it's kind of a career day, college fair, job fair type of thing, where they had different, I think, speakers, different colleges there.
Had a panel.
Had a panel, and again. Most people could tell you that what you think you're interested in your senior year, you may change that. And so just to be able to go out there and see the careers that are available, or if you're set on what you want to do, going to the colleges and talking about the programs or talking to somebody who's in that.
Well, that's not just Flora High School right there, is it?
No, it's it's obviously open to several schools. And this is something I think they did pretty regularly after COVID. I don't think we've been back, but there you can see kind of the panel.
It's like Ricky Horton.
Yeah, so it's just it's people talking about just different careers, different types of things, just great insight to seniors. Cardinals actually won, which that's a rare occurrence this year.
How about that?
So I think when they figure that out, we should be invited back several times.
Yeah, they realize, yeah.
But no, it's just, and again, I think that's one of the great things about the money that's raised by the Academic Foundation and the things that they do. I mean, obviously, Appleknocker is the event that's at one day, but they are continually providing opportunities for our students throughout the year. Every dollar that the Academic Foundation receives and that they raise goes back into the school district for these trips and those opportunities. And so this is just one of the examples of the different field trips and experiences that the students get that without that support, we wouldn't be able to offer to our students, and some of them would not have that opportunity.
Well, that's the thing, and I mean, I've talked to you about this over and over. It's just fascinating how Flora has this academic foundation set up. It is different from just about any other school in Southern Illinois, isn't it?
It is, and I think again, it's the envy of many districts because of what they provide and the fact that we have those. And first of all, it starts with the community that we're in. I mean, if the community was not willing to support the Academic Foundation, the school district, and to give, then this trip, the other things would not be possible. But, and I think it speaks volumes for the community support of it, and also just those, like Derek and the others that, in our world today, it's difficult for people to commit because we're so busy and all that, to have 17 board members that want to put the time in, to be in a community where the community supports the work of those board members and provides the resources, and then the organizations that come and do these events, that's what allows what our seniors were able to do, a couple weeks ago to happen.
And it takes a lot of gumption on both ends. You've got Kelly Massey and Toby Pierce really put that career day together. They presented it to us, we approved it, and helped to fund what we could on it. So really, it's just
the kids over there.
It's just a good combination of efforts on both the district side and with the FAF.
I wonder how much how much participation did you have? I mean, did you have a full bus going over?
Oh yeah. I mean, I think all the seniors that were there that day went. I mean,
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think either you're a Cardinals fan, so you wanted to go, or you're not a Cardinals fan, so you want to root against, or it's a day off school.
It's a reason to get out of school, right?
Reason to get out of school, and you get to see the way.
Right, and again, it wasn't just for them, because I think, again, Mrs. Massey and Ms. Pierce did a good job of, hey, here are the resources. And when you look at that panel, I mean,
there's Katie Wu in there.
Yeah,
she's the sports writer for MLB, for the Athletic that does the Cardinals.
Correct.
There are people who might want to be
right. You just don't have every day the opportunity to get insight from people that have, went into those fields or made connections. And the other part of it is outside of just that panel, it's making those networks, whether it be with the college you may want to go to, or somebody that might work at a particular place that you could potentially intern for in the future. So it's just, and for those that have no idea when they left on that trip what they want to do, they may still not, but they've at least got some ideas of, that sounds neat, or hey, there's some fields that people probably go,
they see some alternatives.
I'm from Florida, there's no way I can get.
Right.
Well, now they're seeing people who went similar background, similar education, and what it takes and the possibility of going into those careers. And again, all those trips, whether it's a kindergarten trip or a senior trip, it's experiences and education that our students would not get if it wasn't for the FAF and for our community.
Well, it's tremendous. And again, here's the schedule again, folks. If you just to get one last quick look, September 28th. I'll ask you the most important question, Derek Bailey. What is the food not to be missed at the Appleknocker? I try to get you to do this every year, and you are a little Mr. Politician for me.
The taco in the bag is one of the highest volume. They sell a ton of those. I like the pulled pork. I like good homemade
good
Xenia
pork shoulder. Yeah.
Right, Xenia. Christchurch United is going to be providing that. So there's lots. I'll probably sample a little bit of everything throughout the day.
Sample a ton.
Right.
Yep.
Sample a ton. What's your favorite food?
Oh, well, I mean, we've talked about snack sticks and chicken pot pie, so at this point, I'd like to eat them all. But, I mean, I think I've mentioned this before, if I had one choice for the last meal, if I was getting ready to be executed, I think it'd be pulled pork. So it's hard to beat that.
There you go.
But y'all, tell you what, the FAF pork burger, or the FFA pork burgers are pretty stinking good,
there
too.
You go.
So,
hey, folks, thanks so much for tuning in today, and enjoy, again, the Appleknocker Festival coming up Saturday the 28th. Going to be a great day. Folks, thanks for being here. Appreciate y'all.
Thanks for having us.
We'll see y'all next time on Big Talk with Bruce Dickey. Have a great day.